Very good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share. Welcome to my gaming channel. Help promote and rank up my channel. I don't have many videos up yet, but I'll get more on top of it. I have a primary channel where I drop 3 videos a day at 9, 2, and 11. Over here, I'm only going to drop a couple of videos a week, but Fable is a franchise that I thought was dead. I honestly thought it was dead. I'm very loyal to certain franchises. I have my franchises, the Fable series being one of them, other series being like Mass Effect, until they really dropped the ball. First, Mass Effect 3, there was that big controversy, and then Mass Effect Andromeda it didn't feel all that original or anything. It was very boring, bland, and it had a lot of its own hiccups, and it didn't really have an interesting storyline that was well thought out or anything. It just kind of felt like a rehash, repeat type of thing that was very generic and cliche. I've been a loyalist to Mass Effect, Fable, the Silent Hill games. Most of the franchises I prefer are actually pretty dead now. Dead Rising took a route that I am not fond of. After the first 2 games and the little arcade games, Dead Rising 3 and so on, I wasn't very fond of it. Dead Rising 1 is my favorite. I liked Resident Evil Outbreak series, but they didn't continue that. There's quite a few other things. The Knights of the Old Republic games, the first 2, they were really great. They never continued that. So Fable is a game that, I really liked. I really liked all 3 of the games. Even as, with all the flaws and stuff the third game had, I really liked the stuff they did there. Some of the things I didn't like how linear the storyline was, or how it fell off, how you build up to this moment and you never get to have the big battle against your brother or whatever. But there were a lot of interesting things in Fable 3 that make it completely enjoyable. And what would a Fable 4 look like? It's not even. It's unthinkable. There are some elements from Fable 1 and 2 that they should combine with aspects of Fable 3, and I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to watch this trailer here in a second. We'll do a reaction to it and see if there's anything we can kind of speculate about. If you're a fan of the Fable franchise, welcome to my channel. This is a game that I will absolutely get my hands on when it comes time for that, and I will play it. I will do a review on it. I will mess around a lot on it if I can find the time for it between my 3 videos a day on my main channel, see if I can invest more time in my review channel, maybe drop some exclusives on BitChute and Subscribestar because I've been neglecting them, and then I have my 4 kids, and of course I have a fiance, and I have a household of responsibilities and stuff, so it'll be quite the challenge, but I will absolutely do a review on this and mess around on it a lot, tinker with it, see what I can do with it. With all that craziness said, let's just review this trailer.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains, of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings, but yours has yet to be written.
Well, that's very vague and not much to go on. I take it they're gonna have fairies and big frogs in there. Otherwise, that trailer is completely misleading. But as we know, the Fable series, the main series, typically revolves around a pair of siblings. In each entry, there's always a set of siblings. So we'll see if they're going to continue with that. I can absolutely see that they're going to continue with their sense of humor, and it does look like hopefully it's taking a step back from all that steampunk stuff that they were getting into, because I like the world of magic and exploring that and all the mysteries of that. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't drop the ball with the story like the third game did, and hopefully it doesn't feel so linear where you have to go in a particular direction or fashion, and there's more choices and options available. And I'm just excited to get my hands on an RPG like Fable again. Um, it's been so long, and hopefully the game has some really interesting characters and all that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for in a Fable. I say just take elements from the three games, mechanics and stuff like that. Maybe flesh those out a bit more, but absolutely bring most of them back. However, do not drop the ball on the storyline. Do not give us such a linear direction to walk in as the third game felt. And bring back more of the clothing and weapon options. Things felt so like reduced by the third game. Clothing options and weapon options and story. Everything felt like it was getting condensed. It was, it felt like we were just being given more and more of a narrow pathway. There's not a whole lot of variety. They reduced the variety, so hopefully a lot of the variety comes back in the clothing and all that. Hopefully there's more options for all that. That's kind of stuff and the magic, the weapons, the everything. I'm curious to see if they're gonna bring the dog companion back, because the dog companion, it was interesting in the second game, but in the third game, the dog's just constantly revealing all these lackluster treasures nonstop, and it just wasn't all that interesting. I kind of outgrew the dog. It was cool that they had all these different skins and stuff for the dog and all that, and you have your little companion, but really, the dog kind of feels like it takes away from the adventure for me in the third game, because the dog's just revealing all this hidden stuff for you, and the hidden stuff, a lot of it, not even that valuable. But I'm very curious to see what they do with all this stuff. I'm wondering if there's any strong details in here. A decade since Fable 3, Microsoft confirmed that development was officially underway on a new title in its fantasy video game franchise. A cheeky announcement trailer follows a fairy exploring the magical wonders of the franchise. And so, while no further details, including gameplay footage or a release window, were unveiled, the announcement marks the first installment since the free-to-play spin-off Fable Fortune in 2017. I've never really liked any of the Fable spin-offs. I like the main franchise, and I like to see that continue and develop, and I want to see that more fleshed out, the options there, because there's a lot of incredible options in the Fable games, and a lot of incredible things that you can do, and I would like to see those more fleshed out. I am not interested at all in any of the kind of spin-offs that they've aimed for, that they've tried to do in the past. I just like the main games, and I do really hope they step back from some of the more modern stuff they went toward in the previous game. I don't want all that steampunk and all that stuff as of yet. I prefer the world of magic and everything going on in there, and I'm not sure if they'll bring the guns back and all that. What's your opinions on that? Let me know. Like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Let me know what you want from this game. Let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what your not interested in. Let me know things you don't want them to bring back, mechanics, options. Let me know what you want and what you don't want from a Fable game. And are you excited to get the world of Fable back in your hands and explore it and everything that it has to offer? I'm very curious. Fake Goodwin here. Eventually we will. Like, subscribe, share. Stay tuned for more videos. You can check out my other channels. I'll try to leave links below. Stay awesome. Rock on.